Hello, New Zealand, and welcome to our online webinar tonight. So thanks for joining us. So I'm going to take you through a very quick presentation. So I'm not going to take up too much of your time. Just to share a little bit about why someone has invited you on this webinar tonight, and that's to explain really the benefits and the health benefits about Isagenix and cleansing today. So before I start, there are some disclaimers that at your leisure, just have a look through these. Things like weight loss may be mentioned here and shouldn't be considered typical. There was a study in Illinois done in 2012 that showed an average of 4.1 kilos were lost on a 30-day system. Also, if you are pregnant, nursing, diabetic, on any sort of medication, have a medical condition, it's really important that you consult your doctor before using any of the Isagenix products. We are a food company, and therefore we don't make claims to cure, treat, or prevent any disorder. If earnings are discussed on this as well, it's really dependent on the independent associate, and their level of achievement are based on their business skills, their personal ambition, time commitment, activity, and demographic factors. So again, average earning incomes can be seen at www.isagenixearnings.com.au. So let's just get into the nitty gritty. This is me, this is Heidi McCallan, and 3.5 years ago I found Isagenix. I was in a stage of my life where I was very unhappy with the physical me, but it was also affecting the psychological me as well. At this stage I had done what society had taught me to do, which was to go to university, get good grades, which I did. I studied a Bachelor of Nursing, and for 10 years worked my way up into a management career within our local hospital. I then also did what society taught me to do, which was to marry, get a mortgage, have children. And I kind of, at the end of that 10-year nursing career with 2 kids, a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, I really let myself go physically. And yeah, financially things weren't great for us. I joined Isagenix purely just to get myself back. I realized that what I was doing, which was the serial dieting, the light and easy, the OptiFast, all those fad diets, they weren't working, or they would work, but obviously the results weren't long-standing. So I was recognizing at this point in time that I needed to make a change. And a friend of mine had been doing Isagenix and had great results. And I resisted for around 3 months until one day I said, just send me that box. And she did. And within about 3 months, I released 27 kilos. And, I was looking like that right-hand side Heidi there. I was feeling amazing. I had a nice flat stomach again. And people started to ask me, Heidi, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And I said, look, I'm just working out with a personal trainer. There was just no way I was going to give this secret away. But what I realized at that point as well is that my friend said, Heidi, you're giving everyone a disservice by not sharing this. They can't buy it in a shop. They can only buy it from you, and they're already asking you. They're looking for this. And in the meantime, they're wasting their money on other things, and they're becoming more unhappy. So I let the cat out of the bag around 3 months into my journey. For 3.5 years now, I've taken the Isagenix products. I've maintained that weight loss. However, now I am pregnant, so I'm putting that back on, but it's healthy baby weight, I promise. And subsequently and accidentally, I started to build a business from this, which just saw me pay for my products, then transitioned into paying a bill or two, then a car payment. And then I realized that I'd actually surpassed my full-time nursing income. So at that point, I had 2 little children. I thought it would be a really nice idea if I brought them up rather than childcare centre. So I came home to be a full-time mum and work Isagenix full-time. Then I've retired my husband, bought a new house. And yes, last year we were named Isagenix Millionaires, which means that in 2 years and 9 months, we earned a cumulative income of $1 million from this company. So, I just owe it to my friend Belinda, who shared this Isagenix with me, to share it with a whole lot more people. So that's exactly what we're doing by this webinar. And thank the person that invited you on here, because they're actually sharing something that's can be quite powerful towards your health. So let's just have a look at New Zealand, and don't think I'm picking on you, because Australia is not far behind. I've just looked up some statistics from the Ministry of Health in 2014 and 15, and 1 in 3 Kiwis over the age of 15 are obese, and 35% are overweight, and 66% of Pacific adults are obese. That's an alarming statistic. And, if you look at obesity rates in 06, 07, you'll see they sat at 27%, but now they're sitting at 31%. And what's even more alarming is that our children in New Zealand, aged 2 to 14 years, 11% of them are sitting in the obese category. A further 22% are overweight. And we're seeing a steady increase of about 3% in obesity rates in our children. So, where does that lead us? And it leads us to a lot of health problems, but one of the major ones being diabetes. And, 257,000 people have diabetes in New Zealand. And that was off a study in 2014, the DHB, again from the Ministry of Health. And it says that over 50 New Zealanders are diagnosed yearly with diabetes. And type 2 diabetes is a type of diabetes that can be mostly prevented or delayed by making some sort of simple lifestyle choices. So how I just set this up is just to let you know that there are people in your backyard, there are people who you know, who you love, that are heading this way because of their lifestyle. And I'm not going to say that Isagenix is the answer, because there are other ways to lose weight, absolutely. But I believe that Isagenix tackles what I'm calling today, which is a health crisis. We have over 72 insecticides, herbicides, and pesticides in our conventional fruit and vegetable. We live in this, a toxic environment where we are exposed to all these toxins on a daily basis. I know New Zealand have much better water than what we have here in Sydney, but, chemicals, parasites, heavy metals, bacteria can all be found in our drinking water. We then go and have a shower in that water, and our skin being our largest organ, we're popping all of those chemicals within our skin to be absorbed. We're also putting things on our skin in the shower, like chemicals that are in our soaps and parabens. And then we go and put more chemicals on when we get out of the shower. Us ladies, we love to put a face full of makeup on and reapply our lipstick 6 times a day, which most of the high-end lipsticks contain lead, and we're just eating that off our lips. You've also got, all of your deodorants, which we put under our arm, which is our lymphatic system. We have injected our animals with steroids, antibiotics, hormones, and we're eating these animals. As I said, there's 72 insecticides, herbicides, pesticides, and conventional fruit and veg, and it's estimated that we eat around 4 litres of these a year on our food. And you can see this man in the right-hand side, and he's spraying our crops with these what he says is going to protect us against the bugs, is going to protect the farmers from losing their crops. But look what he's wearing. He's wearing an absolute biosuit, because he knows these chemicals aren't fit for human consumption, yet we eat them on a daily basis. And it's not only just killing us, it's killing our ecosystem. It's the bugs that were once there to break down those rocks for the minerals and the plants to uptake and then to us to eat are not there anymore. And this is really illustrated in this study in 1953. UCLA did a study on a plot of land in California, and they reported that 1 bowl of spinach gave the daily supply of iron and nutrients that is needed. But they went back and repeated that study in 1997, and they realized that now that 1 bowl had to equal 43 bowls to get the same nutrient value and the supply of iron in it. Anything that burns puts off a PHA toxin. Cigarettes, your barbecues, your fireplaces that are probably on at the moment. And PHA has been linked to the breakdown of the protective gene that actually protects us against breast cancer. So, I don't believe that as I said, Isagenix is the only answer, but I do believe that toxicity in our environment has a huge contribution to why traditional diets and exercise is not working these days. And I believe with combining a healthy lifestyle, which includes that diet and exercise, and Isagenix, it's basically going to protect us or delay some of these effects that these toxins have on our bodies. So your body's natural response towards toxins is to actually harbor them or coat them in fat and water. So as a result, what we're doing is we're manufacturing more fat and more toxins. It's simply a protective mechanism. It's produced to harbor and dilute toxic waste. So what we need to do is that we need to cleanse, or to remove these toxins and to maintain some sort of internal health, and then we need to replenish nutritionally. And hence why Isagenix is a nutritional cleansing program. It has 2 phases to it: the cleansing phase and then the replenish phase. So no matter what your health is like now, no matter what your weight is like now, no matter how healthy or how unhealthy you are, toxins enter our body. And you know what? Toxins can make us feel, tired, lethargic, low libido. We have the muffin top, irritable, inability to concentrate, poor sleeping, and we change our filters every day in our house. We, clean our air conditioning filters, because if they won't, they'll clog up, they'll malfunction. We clean our teeth, because if they're not, they'll rot, they'll fall out. We clean our pool, because if not, it'll turn green with bacteria. We service our car, we put clean fuel in it. And again, nothing single-handedly is a remedy to this toxic environment, but it's imperative that we do something to improve and support your longevity and health. So again, in conjunction with diet and fitness and exercise, I believe that Isagenix is a total health system. So as I said, we've got all these toxins floating around in our body, and we need to be able to get rid of them. And our body does a really good job in doing that. It has the liver, it has the lymphatic system, it has the colon, it has all of these internal filters that are designed to filter out these impurities. But however, they only, once we get up in the morning, we start putting things in our mouth. And when we start putting things in our mouth, our energy goes to digestion. So with Isagenix, what we do is we wake up and we continue the cleansing process, the automatic cleansing process that our body goes into every single night. There's a big difference between a cleanse and a starve. This is a fast. This is a controlled period of time where we're providing our body with nutrients, which is in the Cleanse for Life. It's got over 70 organic ionic minerals, vitamin B minerals, lipotronic minerals, aloe vera. It's very supportive. It's also got cleansing herbs, which will just open those natural detoxification pathways and allow your body to be able to move more effectively the toxins. And, once we remove the toxins, of course, the fatty tissue goes with it. But the other health benefits that go along with cleansing, you can just Google these days intermittent fasting, and you'll see the research behind this process. Just for the athletes, it increases your growth hormone by 2,000% on a 2-day cleanse in a male and 1,300% in a female. So by able to do that, what you're actually doing is you're assisting the body in being able to repair itself and build new muscle after a cleanse day. So we've got the nutrition side. So we've cleansed. Remember I said it's a nutritional cleansing program. So we've cleansed, and now we need to put the good nutrition in. And I guess, there's some really bad shakes on the market. So there is a little stigma out there in the community about shakes, and I don't blame the people that have that, because I had exactly the same objection when I started. I didn't want to do another shake diet, because another shake diet meant that I was going to be hungry, And what I realized with the Isoline shake is that it's not a diet shake. It doesn't strip it of minerals and vitamins. It doesn't strip it of your macros, like your carbohydrates. It doesn't give you super low calories. What it is over 70 trace minerals and vitamins. It's got a perfect combination of your fats, carbs, and your proteins. It's also got live digestive enzymes, which just helps actually break down the minerals and the protein and be able to fuel your body. And so look at the food that's on your screen now. And, this would have cost $27. It would have taken over an hour to cook and has over 800 calories. And I'm not going to even get into how many pesticides, herbicides, and fungicides are in here. But it's got exactly the same nutrient value in what our Isoline shake has in it. So just ask yourself, do you eat this type of food, and do you eat it twice a day? So let's get real, are you having your 8 grams of fiber, your 24 grams of carbohydrate, your protein, your calcium, your folate, your vitamin D, and the list goes on, Are you having that twice a day? And if you're not, it all consists in the Isoline shake. But what the Isoline shake is around 240 calories, which means you can get all these nutrients in that you cannot get traditionally from a Western diet these days. And you can keep your calories down low. So what that means is that the people that are wanting to lose weight, your body thrives because you're not cutting anything from your body. It's getting everything it needs to function. In fact, it's getting more than what it's used to. So when I started taking the Isoline shake, my body was like, thank God, Heidi, you're finally feeding me, and it let me go of all of that other fat that it was holding on to. But other people that are wanting to build lean muscle, what they do is they add it in as a snack or a post or a pre-workout. And what their body says, again, is thank God you're giving me everything I need to repair my muscle, and therefore they grow lean muscle. Ionic Supreme is an adaptogen pack liquid that comes in your first pack. It's got lots of herbs in it, and we call these herbs adaptogenic herbs. And adaptogenic herbs do exactly how they sound. They go in and they adapt to what the body requires. These ones especially have great effect on stress and fatigue, which is an amazing tonic for our lifestyles these days. When you have high cortisol or high stress, you will not let go of fat stores. Your performance will not be as good. You'll be more on edge. You'll be that more reactive mother or partner. IsoFlush is exactly that. It's going to flush your toxins out. It's safe, it's convenient, it's not going to have you on the toilet. It's got magnesium in it and peppermint, which is very soothing for your digestive system. Magnesium is a smooth muscle relaxant. Black walnut, it's traditionally used for gentle cleansing. Natural Accelerator is exactly that. It's natural. It's things that you're going to find in your spice cupboard, like cayenne pepper, cinnamon, green tea, designed to heat you up, speed you up, and get your metabolism boosting. There are other vitamins and synergies that do come in your first pack. Obviously, your essentials for women and men, they really help support female and male reproductive and hormones. You've got product B in there, which is a new isogenesis product, which the research behind that has won Nobel Prize winning research. And on your right-hand side there, you've got Ageless Actives, which is a combination of CoQ10, resveratrol, and vitamin D, a very strong antioxidant. So this is our master formulator. We have over 45 scientists working for Isagenix. They're constantly in the lab testing our products, looking at the quality of our products. We have a non-compromise product policy. John Anderson there is our master formulator. He's formulated for over 600 companies and 2,300 preparations. He's the second richest man in Arizona before Isagenix. The reason he was in retirement was because he became very disgruntled with the industry. He would present a perfect synergy, and they would chop and change and compromise his products. Hence why we have a non-compromise product policy. So we do have some guests on tonight, which I'd love them to share their story. Chrissy, are you there?
I am. That's me.
Hey, Chrissy, can you just share your story for us, hey?
Of course I can. And I was giggling to myself because, you said that you waited about 3 months, and I was thinking back, and I watched you and your journey because Heidi was my neighbour, and kept waiting for her to say, no, I'm not enjoying it. But she kept going. So I gave in and walked in with my credit card almost exactly 3 years ago to the day. And the reason I needed to walk in and give him my credit card is that person on the left was not only a size 22 and overwhelmed as a mum of 2 little boys. I felt like I had tried everything, and I had basically just resigned myself that this was just it. My mum is really obese, and I just thought it was how it was going to be. And I took the kids for a walk up on Longreef one day, and it dawned on me that my eldest was starting school, and I thought, oh my God, I'm going to be that mum that the kids get teased about. And that sort of hit me really hard. And I know we should do these things for ourselves, but suddenly I had a bigger motivator, which was to do this for my kids as well, and be around long enough to enjoy their lives. So our little brown box arrived 3 years ago, and I went from a size 22 down to a 12, 14 in just a matter of months, and have maintained that easily, which has been a blessing through, lots of changes in my life. It's just been an incredible thing that I am so grateful for every day. Feel so much more confident, energy, clarity, just can't really describe it. But probably my favorite bit now is that I get to share this with other people, and that's the coolest thing. When you see the impact that this can have on other people's lives, for the right people, this can be absolutely something that they've been looking for. So to be able to do that and be on this journey with other people just brings me so much joy, and I'm so passionate about sharing this with people so they know how good that they can feel. So thank you, Heidi, for living next door.
Thank you, Chrissy, for trusting me. Shannon.
Yeah.
Hi, can't hear anything, but it looks like my turn.
Yep.
Hi, I firstly just want to say thanks, Heidi, for giving us your time to give us this overview and letting us invite all these nice people to listen to your wise words of wisdom. Thanks to other people that are sharing these stories as well. And of course, thank you to all the people that have joined the call. That means a lot for you to trust us and come along and listen. So before Isagenix, I was quite fit already. I did CrossFit 3 times a week and a couple of other exercise sessions as well, plus Pilates a couple of times a week. So I think I was quite fit. And I ate relatively healthy food and had a relatively healthy sort of lifestyle, but I suppose I've always carried some extra padding, which I was okay with. But then I had a back injury, and I decided for my future health, I really needed to do something about that and try and get as light as I could. So I decided I wanted to change. So I tried to eat healthier and I exercise more because that's what I believed would work. That's what I'd always believed would work, even though it had never actually worked for me. So I went on and on and on like that, and I just got to the point where I actually just got sick of doing the same thing over and over, and it wasn't getting me anywhere. So I decided if I want something to change, I'm going to have to do something I've never done before, and I contacted my friend Chrissy, who just spoke, who I've known since I was 5. We went to primary school together, and I contacted her because I'd seen that she lost a lot of weight recently, and I wanted to find out what she'd done. So she introduced me to Isagenix, and I sat on the fence for months, and I was pretty skeptical because even though I'd seen that she'd had success with it, it still didn't fit with my beliefs of that all you needed was healthy food and exercise, healthy lifestyle. And so I sat on the fence for ages until I decided I still haven't changed. There's no risk here. There's a 30-day money back guarantee. What's the worst that could happen? I'll just give it a go. So I gave it a go. I was quite enjoying it. I lost some weight, dropped a couple of dress sizes, and I was had so much more energy, and the sleep that I had was amazing. But you know what? I was still skeptical, and I was still like, oh, maybe it's all just a coincidence. So it was about a couple of weeks into my second 30 days, and I remember saying to my mum, actually, I don't think this is coincidence anymore. This has to be from Isagenix. So I think, this is what, look at all the changes that have happened. It's got to be that. And I still love at least one shake a day. Most of the time it's two. It makes me feel much better. I still deep cleanse regularly. And I definitely still have Ionics every day, because I wouldn't go back to sleeping how I used to for anyone. And I generally take all the supplements as well, because I just feel better. It just makes me feel better. And I didn't know what normal was supposed to feel like until now. And one thing that has also changed for me is that I've been able to help other people change. I know Chrissy said that already, but what's really special is that when you have people who are really special to you and you see them go through a change and then become the brighter people, that is like a feeling that you never get from anything else. And because I feel awesome and other people feel awesome, I'm going to be doing this forever. Okay. That's the end of my story now. Sorry, Heidi, I might have taken a bit too long.
Thank you. No, I don't think Ben's with us tonight, or Alan. But a lot of people like to know what my day looks like, and like you've heard Shannon say I do 2 shakes and 1 shake, and you're thinking, what does this all involve? Look, when you're wanting to lose weight, a traditional day will look like this. Your shakes with your supplements in the morning, a healthy morning tea, a healthy lunch, a healthy afternoon tea snack, and then another shake at night with your other supplements. Yes, you can interchange your one meal for dinner. That's absolutely fine. If you want to have your meal at the end of the day with your family, you can do that. But we really race people to their goals, and that's the first thing, is that this system is not something that you stay on for the rest of your life. Can you? Absolutely. For me, I've completely swapped it. My 2 shakes are for my snacks, and then I have 3 knife and fork meals a day. So it's depending on where your goals are at. As to what program you use for you. But for the first 30 days, you're wanting to drop a few kilos, you're wanting to feel great, we're going to race you to those goals. And that will take around 30 days, depending on how much weight you have to lose. And this is what your day is going to look like. But as I said, with more exercise, or you've got different goals, it may not be a weight loss goal related goal, then, something may look like this, So we do have our cleanse days, and our cleanse days is 4 cleanse drinks throughout the day. You're going to have your Ionics. You get these little snacks in your pack. Some other great add-on products that don't come in your pack are the Isodelites, the E-shots, and the greens, which you can use on your cleanse days as well. But traditionally, just the snacks, the Ionics, and the cleanse. So this is your President's Pack, and this is what we start 99.9% of people on. Yes, again, if you're breastfeeding or you've got a significant health problem, this is not a pack that we would recommend because of the cleansing aspect of it. However, most people that are just wanting to have a reboot of their system, this is what we recommend. It's going to clean your slate, and we build from there. So this is going to race you to your goals, okay? And that's then you are. There are extras, which I've already mentioned, which you can talk to whoever invited you on here if you think you're going to need the extras. And then we go on to like a maintenance system. And maintenance looks different to everyone. What Chrissy takes is going to be different to what I take. What Shannon takes is going to be different to what I take or my husband takes. And so I always say to people, don't worry about the maintenance yet, because it can be as little or as much as you like. Let's get your goals first. Let's get that 30-day system into you to see exactly how you feel. So what you're going to get is a complete system of products with a 30-day money-back guarantee. You're going to get 24/7 support from a personalised coach, which will be your friend who's referred you. You've also got access to the most experienced coaches in the world, including myself. But as I said, I've got a team of over 19,000 people now. Closed Facebook support group. You've got access to podcasts and learning tools. You've got a wholesale account. You get products at less than 10% when you order every 30 days, a website, a back office, and the ability to earn your products for free. And these are the other co-founders of Isagenix, and their mission is to impact the world health and free people from physical and financial pain. So there is a product rebate. They have chosen network marketing as their preferred distribution model for Isagenix. And the reason they've chosen that is because there is research to suggest that peer support is just as effective as professional support when changing a lifestyle. Meaning that, you know, how many diets have you bought, or how many times have you tried to change your lifestyle, join a gym, and it's just never worked for you. You've never stuck at it. But with Isagenix, because you have a friend, you have a coach, you have that accountability partner, people stick with you. And for helping your friends and helping the mission statement, which is to free people from physical and financial pain, what you're going to do is you're going to get a rebate on your product. So if we're just talking President's Pack, what you're going to get if you refer 2 friends is around a 60% rebate, around a $450 rebate on your pack. So, you know, for $25 a day, and then you're whacking 60% off that is just an amazing, incredible value for you to eat for the month. And there is obviously a total wealth transformation that goes with this, because as network marketing, it's a reputable business model that, you know, for me has helped me be able to stay home with my children, be able to bring my husband home. Around 4% of people will do the business with Isagenix. There's around a 15% of people that like to get their products paid for and get that rebate. And then there's 80% of people that just choose to have that wholesale account and purchase products because they absolutely are life-changing. So I just want to leave you with this quote, and I really thank you all for joining me here tonight. And, you know, and anyone that's invited anyone on the call, I really thank you for allowing me the opportunity to share the knowledge that I've learned over the last 3.5 years. But this is my main takeaway from everything tonight, and that's insanity. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And that was me. I was totally insane. I was doing diets from Monday to Wednesday for the last 14 years of my life. And I thought one day that the magic bikini fairies would visit me, sprinkle some dust on me, and bang. But every single day, my reflection looked exactly the same. In fact, it got worse and it got worse and it got even worse, until I took responsibility for where I was, realizing that it was the decisions or lack of decisions that I had made in the past that's had me where I was in that future. So I realized that I needed to make a change, and I thought, yep, 30-day money-back guarantee, what can I lose? And I only lost 27 kilos as a result. That little brown box changed everything for me. And then I started to think, what if? I started to think outside that box. And that's when the world really opened up for me. And I've had such pleasure in coaching over 19,000 people. I really believe that together that we are changing the world's health, and that we are freeing people from physical and financial pain. And thank you to my team for contributing to this amazing webinar tonight. And I will put up the recording if anyone has missed it. But for now, I'm going to leave you. I'm sorry I spoke very fast, but I didn't want to keep you any longer than what I had to. And I really hope that you enjoyed it. And if you need to ask any questions, get in our cleansing group and ask away, or whoever invited you onto this webinar, they'll be able to answer your questions or get in contact with me, and I can answer those for you. So all the best on your Isagenix journey, all the best finding optimum health, and thanks very much. Have a great night.